Imagine if one thought could completely change your life and maybe even make you rich. That's exactly what Napoleon Hill discovered after studying over 500 millionaires. He found 13 powerful steps that anyone, yes, even you, can follow to create success. In this video, I'll share those exact steps. Stick around until the very end, because the final lesson is what holds everything else together. Miss it, and the whole thing could fall apart. Let's start with phase 1, the foundation. Chapter 1, desire. Know exactly what you want. Our first story begins with a man who had nothing. No money, no fancy skills, no connections. But he did have one thing, a burning, crystal-clear desire. His name was Edwin C. Barnes. One day, Barnes saw a picture of Thomas Edison and decided, I'm going to be that man's business partner. He didn't have money for a train ticket, so he jumped on a freight train all the way to New Jersey, marched into Edison's office, and asked for a chance. Did Edison say, "Welcome, partner"? Nope. He gave Barnes a low-level job, but here's the magic. Barnes kept showing up, day after day, year after year, holding on to his dream. Finally, Edison needed someone to sell his new dictation machine. Barnes grabbed the chance, crushed the sales, and became Edison's partner, just like he had imagined. That's the secret. Success doesn't come from vague wishes. It comes from desire so strong you'd ride a freight train for it. Hill even gives a 6-step formula you can use today. Decide exactly what you want. Be specific. If it's money, write down the exact amount. Decide the price you'll pay. Time, effort, skills. Set a deadline. Without it, a dream is just a wish. Make a plan and start now, even if it's messy. Write it down clearly. Read it every morning and night, imagining it's already yours. So what's your Barnes-level goal? The one that makes you take the hard path even if it takes years. Barnes proved one thing. When desire burns inside you, no amount of waiting or struggle can kill it. Without desire, even the most talented people get stuck. With desire, anyone becomes unstoppable. And here's the kicker. Desire says, I want it, but something else has to back it up. That something is faith. Chapter 2, faith. Believe it before you see it. Flashback to 1995. Dwayne, The Rock. Johnson sat in his car with just $7 in his pocket. He had been cut from the Canadian Football League and his dream of becoming a pro athlete looked dead. But instead of giving up, he told himself, I'm meant for something bigger. That belief, that faith, became his fuel. He rebuilt himself as a wrestler. Then, when Hollywood rejected him again and again, he pushed through until the world finally matched the picture he had always carried in his mind. That's faith. Believing in your vision so strongly that it feels real long before anyone else sees it. Here's Hill's daily routine for building faith. Read your goal statement out loud morning and night. While reading, imagine already living that life. Feel it. See it. Take one small action immediately afterward. Protect your mind. Cut out negative self-talk and toxic people. Faith doesn't mean ignoring problems. It means refusing to let them control your future. Combine faith with burning desire, and you're unstoppable. Here's a question for you. When life knocks you down, do you see an ending or the start of your comeback? But there's a catch. Faith can fade if you don't lock it in. That's where the next principle comes in. Chapter 3, Autosuggestion. Make belief stick. In the early 1990s, Jim Carrey was broke and struggling as an actor. Instead of focusing on what he didn't have, he decided to reprogram his mind. He wrote himself a check for $10 million for acting services rendered, dated 5 years in the future. Every single day, he visualized cashing that exact check. Almost 5 years later, he landed his role in Dumb and Dumber with a paycheck of exactly $10 million. That's autosuggestion, feeding your subconscious with thoughts and emotions until it accepts them as reality. Here's how to make it work. Pick 2 daily triggers. For example, brushing your teeth in the morning and setting your alarm at night. At those times, read your goal statement with emotion. Surround yourself with reminders. Make it your phone wallpaper or stick it on your desk. Use the if-then rule. If a negative thought shows up, immediately replace it with your statement out loud. Each night, write one line. Today I did das toward my goal. That builds proof and confidence. Autosuggestion is simple, but it only works if you do it with consistency and emotion. Now we've built the foundation. Desire chooses the destination. Faith makes it feel real. Autosuggestion locks it into your mind. Next, it's time to make that belief practical by gaining the right knowledge and skills. Chapter 4. Specialized Knowledge. Learn what you need to succeed. In 1919, a Chicago newspaper called Henry Ford, ignorant and uneducated. In court, lawyers tried to humiliate him by asking history questions like battle dates and political names. Ford laughed and said, "Why should I clutter my mind with facts when I can press a button and have people answer them for me?" Ford didn't know everything, but he knew how to gather the right people. Engineers, designers, managers. That was his secret. See, general knowledge is everywhere. Books, schools, the internet. But general knowledge alone won't make you wealthy. Specialized knowledge, skills that directly move you toward a definite goal. That's where the power is. Think of Steve Jobs. He wasn't an engineer, but he had a clear vision. He partnered with Steve Wozniak, who had the technical genius to bring that vision to life. Together, they created Apple. So, how can you apply this? Write your clear goal. List 3 to 5 key skills you'll need. Decide, will you learn them yourself or borrow them from others? Run a small 30-day project to apply those skills immediately. Share knowledge. Teaching it multiplies your growth. Remember, information isn't power until you organize it and apply it. Specialized knowledge builds empires. And once you have knowledge, you need the magic to bring it alive. That magic is imagination. Chapter 5. Imagination. Ideas are your gold mine. Every great fortune started as an idea. Nothing more. Think about Walt Disney. Back in the 1920s, he was broke, rejected, and even fired for lacking imagination. But inside his mind, he held pictures of talking mice, magical castles, and entire worlds that didn't exist yet. He refused to let go of those images. Years later, the world lined up to see what had once lived only in his head. Hill says there are 2 types of imagination. Synthetic imagination, combining old ideas into something new. Creative imagination, connecting with fresh ideas and insights, often out of nowhere. Both are powerful. The trick? Don't wait for perfect ideas. Train your imagination like a muscle. Keep a small notebook or notes app. Every idea, no matter how silly, goes in there. Take a walk and think session daily. No phone, no distractions. Just let your mind wander. Play the what-if game. What if I combined this with that? What if I tried this backwards? Remember, money follows imagination. Edison imagined his inventions. Jobs imagined the iPhone. Musk imagined reusable rockets. What you picture in your mind could be your greatest asset. So, what dream lives only in your imagination right now? Chapter 6. Organized Planning. Dreams need blueprints. Ideas are great, but without action, they're just daydreams. Take the story of Abraham Lincoln. Early in his career, he ran a small business. It failed. He went into politics and lost several elections. But here's the key. Each time, he studied what went wrong, adjusted, and tried again. That persistence, combined with organized planning, eventually made him President of the United States. Hill says success doesn't come from luck. It comes from a plan backed by persistence. Here's a quick formula for your own success blueprint. Get a team. Lincoln had a cabinet of rivals who challenged him. Build your own mastermind group of people who share ideas and push you. Test your plan. Don't wait for perfect. Try it, tweak it, and adjust. Stick with it. Most people quit after the first setback. Winners adapt and keep going. Replace failing plans fast. Failure is only feedback. Change the method, not the goal. Think about it. A building starts with a blueprint. A business starts with a plan. Your dream deserves the same. Without organized planning, desire is just wishful thinking. Chapter 7. Decision. The power of making up your mind. One of Hill's sharpest observations is this: successful people make decisions quickly and change them slowly. Unsuccessful people? They take forever to decide and then change their minds constantly. Thomas Edison made 10,000 failed attempts before inventing the light bulb. If he had hesitated every time, doubting himself, we might still be living in the dark. Indecision is the cousin of fear, and fear is the killer of success. Here's the truth. Most people drift through life because they let others think for them. They scroll, they compare, they hesitate, and opportunities pass them by. Want to break free? Try this 3-step rule. Limit decision time. Give yourself a short deadline. Example: 15 minutes for small things, 24 hours for big things. Trust your gut, then commit. Your subconscious is smarter than you think. Don't ask 10 people for opinions. Too much advice. Confusion. Henry Ford was stubborn with decisions. He took a long time to choose, but once he did, he stuck with it. People mocked him for refusing to make cars in colors other than black. But that focus helped Ford dominate the market. So here's the question: how many opportunities have you lost because you couldn't decide? Chapter 8. Persistence. The secret ingredient. Here's the truth. Most people quit too early. Success is usually hiding just one step beyond where most give up. Think about Colonel Sanders, the man behind KFC. At age 65, broke and living on Social Security checks, he had one thing: a chicken recipe. He pitched it to restaurant owners over and over. Do you know how many times he got rejected? More than 1,000. Imagine hearing no 1,000 times. Most of us would have quit after 10. But Sanders kept pushing, and finally, someone said yes. The rest is fried chicken history. That's persistence. Napoleon Hill says persistence is fueled by desire, faith, and clarity of purpose. When those three are strong, you'll push through the no's and setbacks. Want to train persistence? Write down why you're chasing your goal. Read it every morning. Expect rejection. It's normal. Surround yourself with people who encourage you, not drain you. Remember, it doesn't take a genius to win. It takes someone stubborn enough not to stop. Chapter 9. The Mastermind. Success loves company. Ever heard the phrase, "Your network is your net worth"? Hill knew it way back in the 1930s. He noticed that all successful people had a mastermind group, a circle of like-minded people who shared ideas, supported each other, and pushed each other higher. Think about it. Henry Ford didn't succeed alone. He surrounded himself with geniuses like Thomas Edison and Harvey Firestone. Together, they exchanged ideas and created breakthroughs that changed history. Here's why a mastermind works. Ideas multiply. One idea sparks another, creating something bigger. Accountability. You're less likely to quit when others are counting on you. Energy. Success is contagious. Being around ambitious people fuels you. How to build your own mastermind. Find 2 to 5 people who share your hunger for growth. Meet weekly or monthly to share wins, problems, and ideas. Be honest. Be supportive. Push each other forward. Your success will never grow past the people you surround yourself with. Choose wisely. Chapter 10. The Mystery of Sex Transmutation. Turning energy into success. This one sounds strange, but stay with me. Hill says sexual energy is one of the strongest forces humans have. But here's the twist. If you redirect that energy, it can fuel creativity, drive, and achievement. Think about history's great achievers. Many of them had intense energy, not just physically, but mentally. They channeled that force into inventions, businesses, art, and leadership. So what does sex transmutation actually mean? It's about taking that powerful urge and transforming it into action. Writing, building, creating, leading. Practical ways to do it. When you feel restless energy, channel it into your work. Start that project. Go to the gym. Write that book. Spend time with inspiring people. Passion creates passion. Build discipline. Instead of chasing instant gratification, use that energy for long-term goals. Hill's point is simple. Raw energy is valuable, but only if you control it. Redirect it, and you'll be unstoppable. Chapter 11. The Subconscious Mind, Your Silent Partner. Your subconscious mind is like a powerful computer running in the background. It takes in your thoughts, emotions, and beliefs, and then quietly influences your actions. Hill says this is why affirmations matter. What you feed your subconscious becomes your reality. Think about Muhammad Ali. He constantly told himself, "I am the greatest." Long before he was champion, he was programming his mind to believe it. His subconscious absorbed those words, and his body and actions followed. Here's how to use your subconscious for success. Watch your words. Repeat positive, powerful statements daily. Use emotion. Say them with feeling, not just flat words. Visualize. Picture yourself already living your goal. Your subconscious doesn't argue. If you tell it you're a winner every day, it believes you. And when it believes, it helps you act like one. Chapter 12. The Brain, a broadcasting station. Think of your brain as both a radio transmitter and receiver. It sends out signals, your thoughts, emotions, intentions, and it picks up signals too. Hill noticed that when people with similar goals work together, they often tune in to each other's ideas. Ever brainstormed with a friend and suddenly the ideas just flowed? That's your brain syncing up with someone else's frequency. This is why your environment matters. If you're around negativity, your brain will absorb it. If you're around ambitious thinkers, you'll tune into that energy instead. Want to boost your brain's signal? Stay healthy. Good sleep, exercise, and diet sharpen your thinking. Stay inspired. Books, mentors, podcasts, all feed your brain. Stay connected. Talk with other driven people. Ideas will multiply. Your brain isn't just for storage. It's a living antenna for success. Chapter 13. The Sixth Sense. The Door to Infinite Intelligence. This is the most mysterious of Hill's principles. The sixth sense is like an inner radar, a flash of intuition, a sudden idea, or a gut feeling that guides you. He believed the sixth sense connects us to infinite intelligence, something bigger than ourselves. You might call it instinct, creativity, or even divine inspiration. Think about Steve Jobs. He often talked about trusting his gut. That gut feeling led him to decisions that shaped Apple and changed technology forever. How do you develop the sixth sense? Quiet your mind. Spend time alone, journaling, or meditating. Trust small hunches. The more you follow them, the sharper they get. Stay open. Don't dismiss sudden insights. They may be the spark you need. This is the level beyond logic. When you've practiced all the other steps, desire, persistence, imagination, planning, your mind becomes ready for flashes of genius that feel like they come from nowhere. Sometimes, that nowhere is exactly where your biggest breakthrough lives. Chapter 14. The Six Ghosts of Fear, Your Biggest Enemies. Now, Hill gives us a warning. Even if you follow all 13 steps, there are 6 invisible enemies waiting to stop you. They're called the Six Ghosts of Fear. Here they are. Fear of poverty, the "what if I lose it all" mindset. Fear of criticism, worrying too much about what others think. Fear of ill health, obsessing over sickness. Fear of loss of love, jealousy or heartbreak fears. Fear of old age, being scared of becoming irrelevant. Fear of death, the ultimate fear. These fears creep into your mind and paralyze you. They make you hesitate, procrastinate, or doubt yourself. Hill says the cure is awareness. Call them out. When fear shows up, recognize it, then replace it with faith and action. Remember, fear is just imagination used in the wrong direction. Failure, a stepping stone, not the end. Here's a truth many don't want to hear. Failure is part of the deal. Every successful person has failed, usually more than once. Edison failed 10,000 times before the light bulb. Walt Disney was fired and went bankrupt before Mickey Mouse. J.K. Rowling was rejected by 12 publishers before Harry Potter became a global phenomenon. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's the training ground for success. Each no teaches you how to get to the yes. Hill's advice: don't take failure personally. Use it as data. Ask, what went wrong? What can I do differently? Adjust and keep moving. Failure only wins if you stop trying. Final lesson: think and grow rich. So what's the ultimate takeaway? Riches, whether money, health, love, or happiness, begin in the mind. If you control your thoughts, focus your desires, and act with persistence, you can shape your destiny. It all starts with a burning desire. Add faith, imagination, organized planning, and persistence. And then surround yourself with the right people. Guard against fear. And when intuition whispers, listen. Napoleon Hill believed that success isn't reserved for the lucky few. It's available to anyone willing to master their mind. So ask yourself, what desire burns in you right now? What dream is worth persistence, planning, and faith? Because your thoughts are seeds, and with action, they can grow into your future. If you like a content like this, please like, subscribe, and comment what book you would like us to make the video about.